It's about, see, March being the International Women's Day. All of you have celebrated and wished each other. And the theme is Break the Bias. And each of you have thought of changing something when it comes to women that would empower women in this world. Okay, so today 5 entrepreneurs are joining, and they are here to tell us what it means to them from their business perspective. And let me first welcome Elena Hawk. She is the Chief Executive Officer of a non-profit organization, Care Across Communities. And she's here to tell us what Break the Bias means to her and to the people she supports. Elena, over to you.
Thank you very much. So my name is Elena Hawk. I am originally from Bangladesh. I live in the UK since 2011. So last year we established a charity. It's called Care Across Communities, and it's a registered charity in the UK. So we work on several issues. One of our working sectors is women empowerment. So last year we launched a women empowerment scheme in Bangladesh. Under this scheme, we distributed goats to extremely poor women in rural areas of Bangladesh. And it's really very impactful way of empowering women. And it was successfully, we are successfully actually running this scheme in Bangladesh. So most of the board members of Care Across Communities are from South Asia. So in this year, we decided to break the bias and expand our women empowerment schemes activities to other regions. And as a celebration of Women's Day, we distributed goats to few widow and extremely poor women in by distributing goats in Uganda and Bangladesh. So we have started with very limited capacities, but I already have said that is a very impactful, way of income generation. So we have planned to launch it as a project by 2022. And under this project, I think more than 30 women from both of these countries will be benefited. So apart from this women empowerment scheme, we have other projects on education, water and sanitation. So if you want to know more about our organizational activities, please visit our social media sites, or you can get in touch with me directly. From March 2021 to March 2022, we have reached to more than 2,000 people in Bangladesh and Uganda with our small-scale supports and projects. So please keep your eyes on our social media sites. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Elena. Elena, please share the details in the. Thank you. The Elena supports women from quite world who are not that privileged and even lacks supports with simple things like sanitation and water provisions. And she's doing a great job. Elena, please share your details for all our members. And thank you for joining us today. Now we welcome our second entrepreneur, who is our Business Growth Hub member as well, Jane Miller. She's a parent coach supporting parents wanting to bond, understand, and bridge behavior issues with their children. She's here to tell us what Break the Bias means when it comes to her business. Jane, over to you.
Thank you. So, do you talk to your children about being aware of being given the same opportunities as the opposite sex? Do we as parents get it right around bias? There are common things or common comments still going around about women that can't drive and women's place is in the home. Women aren't strong. Boys can't cry or they can't play with dolls. Boys should play sports and they can't do dance or ballet. So these are the types of things that we probably hear a lot, and I've heard it so much in nurseries and what parents say. Think about, do we dress our children in gender colour clothes, and do we do the same with their bedrooms? So, and even the toys that we buy our children, so thinking about what colour they are, and even though we don't do it on purpose, it's something that we just naturally do. So think about when we do buy them gifts, or even other children, what are we buying them? What are the colours? And what are the actual things that we do buy them? Are they just for boys, or we think they should be for boys, or just for girls? Is it what they want as a present, or is it what we want to give them? Do we think it's what they should have? There's lots of assumptions, judgments, opinions, views, and stereotyping. And it's about being mindful about what we say, what we do, and how we educate to ensure our children grow up in a more unbiased and fair world. Society makes us think we should do this and we should say that. Break the cycle, break the bias.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Break the bias from a very young age. That's very important. Thank you, Jane. Jane, please share your details in the Zoom chat. We have 3 more entrepreneurs, friends. I kindly request to keep with the time of 1 minute so that, we have the program running on schedule. Thank you for your support. Now I welcome Amina Karim Kermos. She's a passionate wellness and nutrition coach to share what Break the Bias means when it comes to nutrition and women. Amina, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Yes, so my name is Amina. I help women rebalance their nutrition and their hormones. And just rebalancing that, the woman's life will completely change. Her gut becoming much cleaner will lead to an improved mental health, a sharper brain, a better memory, and a completely different mood. All that will not only change her life, but also her relationships, her sleep, her work, her health, her productivity, her confidence, and many more things. And becoming fitter doesn't require a daily marathon, which wouldn't be possible for most of us. Controlling what we put or don't put in our mouth is really manageable. And that's why I'm here. And with me holding their hands, giving feedback on each plate daily, ladies will develop a new lifestyle and a new set of habits. They will impact their households' lives and generations to come. So that's my mission. If you want to know more, feel free to come back to me. Thank you.
Certainly, Amina. I think we can't agree more. Okay, health is wealth for women. And absolutely, Amina. Thank you for sharing that powerful message for us. I wish we could have more time to discussion, but unfortunately, we don't have that much time, but we'll make use of the 1 hour to the best. But thank you. These are beautiful messages. And let us hear from Jennifer Kearns. I'm really looking forward to. She's the owner of Lady Rebel Club, and she's the author of a book, and she supports neurodiversity and how neurodiverse entrepreneurs can make their brand very successful. Jennifer, we love to hear from you. Over to you.
Thank you, Logie. Hi, I'm Jennifer, founder of Rebel World. I always ask people to value me for my experiences, ideas, skills, talents, and thinking, because I, like you, am a one-of-a-kind gold mine. I have massive value to give. We all do. At the heart of Rebel World is our community and movement called Lady Rebel Club, which is for women entrepreneurs who are neurodiverse, which is maybe being autistic, ADHD, dyslexic, or for those who have a hidden disability. So that could be chronic fatigue, pain, anxiety disorders, things of that nature. Now, being a woman in the business space has gotten better, but it still has a long way to go. However, if you have a disability or neurodiversity, the biases are even greater. What we want to do is banish the shame pushed upon us because of who we are, and for all of us to realize that we can build a brand in a business that suits us and our definitions of success. Let's empower and connect and support each other and elevate each other and advocate to evolve thinking, attitudes, and behaviors on external social, business, and institutional levels, as well as internal ones that hold us back. Breaking the bias really does mean saying no more hiding and leading without limits, which are 2 of our mantras that I would love for you to adopt as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. You know what, Jennifer, this is a very important message, where while the world has challenged women, who are in their best, when it comes to neurodiversity, it's even more challenging. And your service is greatly valued. And please share the link to your books and what your services. to all. And the newsletter will feature all our entrepreneurs who presented today. Their details will be in our newsletter. Thank you, Jennifer. Here, our last entrepreneur who is presenting today is Donna Love. She's the owner of Menu for Health. She's giving another perspective when it comes to health and women. Donna, over to you. Donna, unmute your, please. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
There. Thanks for asking me to talk. I'm Donna. I'm a registered nutritional therapist, and my business is called Menu for Health. I chose this name because I wanted to reflect that most of us do have a choice in our health outcomes. I want to encourage women to make the right choices. My aim is to support busy women to better health, sleep, and energy through learning to understand their body and its needs, and sharing appropriate tools and strategies to help them implement positive eating and lifestyle behaviours. I like to nourish and nurture the women I work with, as I see that most women really do not prioritise their own well-being and use a lot of their own energy in supporting others at the expense of their own health and happiness. If we as women then get sick, we can't support our loved ones. Men usually have a woman in their life in some capacity that will look after them, but who looks after the women? Women generally have more health issues to deal with than men, particularly busy, stressed working women, as stress wreaks havoc on our hormones and the rest of our health. As women, we need to take responsibility for our own health and happiness, as nobody else is going to do that for us. I see it as my job to be there as a guide, providing encouragement, tools and support to enable women to feel their best and have the energy they need to achieve whatever they want in life. I work holistically, as I strongly believe that the mind, body and spirit are all connected and all therefore need to be in balance. And I do this through community cooking workshops and one-to-one sessions mainly.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Donna, what you said is absolutely right. Women do not prioritize themselves, and helping them to understand that their own health and needs first come. It's like in flight, when there is an emergency, first put the mask for you before you put for others, isn't it? So thank you for sharing that message. Friends, I think there are beautiful 5 messages from Donna asking women to prioritize themselves, Jennifer supporting neurodiversity, and Jane supporting how you can break the bias from a very young age, Amina prioritizing nutrition and health, and Elena supporting underprivileged women. So these are beautiful vision, and there are powerful vision our entrepreneurs have joined, and let us give a big applause to all of them and their good work. Thank you.